until my gifts change, or until my calling changes, or until I die, I'm a children's pastor. You remember when God called you to children's ministry? Do you remember that? There is power in remembering your calling. Why? Because your calling is what keeps you going, right? There are days that I want to quit, and I know there are days you want to quit. You're thinking, yeah, every Monday morning, right? Every Sunday night. But your calling keeps you going. I remember there were several years, and I've talked about this before. And so if you've heard this story, I'll try to make it short. But there were several years where I really struggled with what I was doing in children's ministry. I had people coming to me at the church saying, Ryan, why doesn't the pastor let you preach more? Or Ryan, when are they going to make you the youth pastor? Because you get promoted to be the youth pastor, then you get promoted to be a pastor, right? Ryan, why don't you have your own church? Ryan, why are you back with the kids every Sunday? And those questions, the Lord really used those questions for a while to get me to question some things. And I remember sitting at a conference, listening to a speaker speak like I'm speaking to you right now, except for it wasn't online, it was face-to-face. And I remember writing down in my notebook at this conference that until my gifts change, or until my calling changes, or until I die, I'm a children's pastor. And you know what? Ever since then, I've been confident in my calling. And I want that for you. Maybe what has gotten you discouraged is not the voice of people in your congregation asking you why you don't get to preach more. Maybe it's your own insecurities. Maybe it's your own fears. Maybe it's your own doubts. Maybe these are voices coming from within. Maybe these are voices coming without. What I want you to do is I want you to remember your calling. In fact, here's your assignment today. Should you choose to accept it, okay? This isn't a pass or fail, and I'm not going to embarrass you if you don't do this. But I would love for you sometime today to, below this video, in one paragraph, maybe just in 6 or 8 sentences, type out what did your calling to children's ministry look like? What did your calling to children's ministry look like? And type it below this video in the comments, just in a paragraph or 2 at the most. And I want you to type it out because it's good to remember your calling. Maybe for some of you, it's been a while since you remembered when you felt like God called you to this. Maybe you started because a pastor asked you to start. Maybe you started because nobody else would do it. But then there was that Sunday, or there was that service, or there was that time with the Lord where you really felt like this is my ministry. I'd love to read some of your stories.